The Real Story of Nargis, Part 1. Title: Waiting for Love. Before I start the story of my life, I ask all of you, my brothers and sisters, not to speak ill of me. Without that, I have a guilty conscience. Ask God for forgiveness for me. I am begging you all. At the beginning, my name is Nargis. We are 3 sisters, together with 2 brothers. One of my sisters got married, and the other was single with me. My brothers also got married. My family's economy was normal. Even though we were in the same situation, we were still happy together. As adults say, the girl is either calm and happy in her father's house or in her husband's house. I had the best life in my father's house. I have a tall girl, almond eyes, long black hair, and my skin color is wheat. I studied until the 12th grade. Then I did not succeed in Kabul University, and it was difficult for me to enter a private university. I had told my family that I am not interested in studies, but I wish I read my lessons. Every girl should always have high goals in her dreams. I used to always say that I would finally get there, but life was very cruel, and the oath I wanted was not given to me. One day, I was sitting with my sister, and we were talking, when my mother called me. She said a religious school has been set up near the house. Today, your father said to go there to learn the noble Quran. I really wanted to learn the Quran with correct interpretation, which I have learned thanks to God. I was a girl who always prayed. This time I was 20 years old. I always obeyed my parents' orders. I don't know why my life turned the other way around. My sister and I started religious school very happily. My sister Roya, who has always been like a friend to me and has helped me at every moment, has been like a mountain behind me. We were very happy. Well, days passed. I used to go to the religious school every day with all my enthusiasm. I had become very close with a girl there. Her name was Hadia. Now I say to myself, I wish I hadn't gone to a religious school. I wish I hadn't met this girl. I wish I hadn't become friends with her. Maybe my life wouldn't be the way it is now. Well, this girl had become very close to me. She always came to our house wherever we went, with everyone. But I have never been to their house, even though he comes a lot. Being from a rich family, he has 4 brothers and 4 sisters, along with his mother and father. His 2 brothers got married and lived separately. Only his 2 brothers were single. They were also studying. Hadia always comes to me and praises his brother a lot. I have never met his brother at all. Just one day when we left the religious school, Hadia said, "Come and I will take you home." I said no, our house is near, we are going slowly. Go by yourself, with your brother in the car. But Hadia did not accept, and said no, let's go, my brother is there. We were heartbroken, but my sister and I went together. I saw her brother get out of the car without looking, he just said hello. So then he turned to Hadia and said, my babe sister, where were you, honey? Why are you late? Do you know when we came here? I'm waiting here, Hadia said. I'm sorry bro, I'm late. Then Hadia turned to me and said, this is my friend that I told you about. This boy whose name was Abdullah also saw me and said, hello sister. I was looking at it like this, and this boy was really admirable. God had given him a special beauty. His was wearing a black dress. I said hello too after that. Abdullah said, okay, let's go. I have work and I have to go. All three of us got into the car. I don't know why I wanted to just look at him. His eyes really attracted me. I looked at him several times. He was busy driving. He didn't care about us. He was in his own world. Hadia was talking and laughing with my sister. I was only looking at Abdullah and thinking about him. He was in his own world. I didn't know what he was thinking about. After a few minutes, we arrived home. My sister patted my hand and said, Nargis, are you asleep? We both went down. My sister thanked Abdullah and Hadia. Abdullah answered, with his head lowered, in a very polite tone. You're welcome, dear sister. I am happy that you are the friend of Hadia. You are also my sister. Then he got by and left. After that day, Abdullah was not far from my thoughts at all. Then I said, no, if he likes me, he would have taken my mobile number, he would have called me or texted me. Exactly 3 months had passed. During this time, I had not seen Abdullah at all. I felt that I missed him very much, even though I only saw him once. Seeing it once made me fall in love with it. After 3 months, one day, Hadia came to our house with her sisters. Without any sense of alienation, seeing them for the first time, I talked and laughed.